Welcome to Make a Particle Pollution Collector, presented by the Maricopa County Air Quality Department. Have you ever looked at a flashlight beam in a dark room and noticed small particles floating in the air? Or maybe you've seen small particles in the air when a ray of sunlight shines through a window. Some of these particles are so small, we can breathe them into our lungs. This can make it hard for us to breathe. Small particles that come from smoke, car exhaust, and dust are air pollutants. An air pollutant is any substance in the air that is harmful to humans or the environment, which includes plants and animals. But how small is a particle of dust? Well, dust particles are 10 microns or less in diameter. The blue circles on the diagram here compare a dust particle to one human hair. Take one strand of your hair. Feel how thin your hair is. Did you know you can fit 5 particles of dust across just one strand of your hair? The Maricopa County Air Quality Department monitors for dust and other air pollutants through a network of 23 air monitoring stations. Each dot on the map shows the location of an air monitoring station. The dots will change colors depending on the air quality index, which uses colors and numbers to show people how good or bad the air is and how it might affect their health. On this day, most of the dots are green, which means the air quality is good. There are 2 yellow dots in the corner, which show the air quality in that area was moderate, but still okay. Orange dots would indicate the air is unhealthy for people who are sensitive to air pollution, and that includes children, the elderly, and anyone with a heart or lung disease. Red, purple, and maroon dots mean the air is unhealthy for everyone. Let's take a closer look at air monitoring.
Hi, my name is Sean Sandy, Senior Inspector with Maricopa County Air Quality. We have about 22 monitors throughout the valley. These air monitors are extremely important because they are recording and sending information to the EPA.
Generally what we have here in the valley, we have ozone problems and particulate problems, both dust, which is the big haboobs that come in, and then PM 2.5 is the smoke, and that can be from diesel cars or also people starting from fireplaces.
When there's higher emissions and there's more exceedances, then there's more regulation and there's more fines.
Which is bad.
Very bad. When there's a spike in the monitors, we receive alerts and then we react accordingly.
Where is the camera located?
It's right there. So you got the little windmill to the right of it. So before the cameras, when the alarms would go off at a monitor like Durango, you'd have to base it on your experience, going to the monitor and then scanning the perimeter.
Usually it took us an hour to drive out there, and by that time the values were low and we didn't know what was going on.
You can see the little node on the top right there of the box. That's taking data in. So now that we have the camera here, oh, this is the camera over here on the Durango monitor. I'll be able to log in on my computer, pinpoint the location of the emissions, and then move directly to the source. Instead of having to canvass the area, potentially looking around for problems that don't exist. We estimated approximately $6,500 saved a year on things like gas. The Rapid Response Program is all about the name, Rapid Response. So you want to be able to receive the data, evaluate the data, and then respond accordingly and document our findings. That is the #1 goal of this program. These cameras are just invaluable.
But what if you don't live near an air monitoring station? Are there particles in the air in your neighborhood? How can you tell? You can explore air quality by making a particle pollution collector. You will need these materials: a pollution collector pattern. You can download the pattern from our website, cleanairmakemore.com, or you can also use an index card or thick paper in place of the pattern. A sticky mailing label or clear transparent tape, scissors, a hole punch, and a piece of string about 12 inches long. Follow these easy directions. First, gather all your materials: the pattern, the label, the string, and don't forget the scissors, and the hole punch. You'll want to cut out your particle pollution collector along the dotted blue lines. Once you have it completely cut out, you want to cut a rectangular window in the middle along the green dotted lines there. When you've cut everything out, your collector will look like this. Next, take the hole punch and punch a hole in the top. Then take your sticky label, peel it off of the white backing. You'll have one side that's sticky and one side that's not. You want to cover the back of the window with the white sticky label. Make sure the sticky part of the label is facing up and out towards the front. Finally, take the string, put it through the hole at the top, and then tie a secure knot to tie the two ends together. And that will form a hanging loop that you can use to hang the collector up. And that's how easy it is to make a particle pollution collector. Once you've made the collector, you'll want to think about finding an outdoor location to hang it up, maybe around your neighborhood or around your school. Once you've chosen the location, leave it up for at least 24 hours and see what you catch. You can use a magnifier to take a closer look. If you collect particles that look like this, you may have caught some silt. Silt are small, lightweight particles from the soil that can become airborne dust. Remember, we live in a dry, dusty desert. Our soils contain high levels of silt. This is a picture of silt that has blown into the air and become a dust storm. Dust storms are a common occurrence in Maricopa County, especially during monsoon season. But how does all of that dust get into the air? What activities do we engage in that might create airborne dust? There are several common sources and activities that contribute to dust, including leaf blowing, driving on unpaved roads and parking lots, and that includes off-road vehicles in the desert, and work on construction sites. We want to keep dust and other air pollutants out of the air as much as we can because air pollution can make people sick. It's especially bad for children, the elderly, and people with heart and lung diseases. High levels of air pollution make it hard for our friends with asthma to breathe. Raise your hand if you know someone who has asthma. It's important to reduce air pollution as much as possible to protect our health and our friends' health too. The good news is there are many simple actions you can take to help reduce air pollution and improve air quality. Here are just a few. If you live close enough to school to walk or bike, then do that instead of riding in a car. Or carpool with a friend to take at least one car off the road. Or ride the bus or light rail or other form of public transit. Remember to avoid idling your car's engine in long drive-through lines at restaurants and pharmacies. Park your car and go inside instead. Sweep instead of using a leaf blower. And fuel up after dark to help reduce ground level ozone. Become a clean air champion today. Now it's your turn to make a particle pollution collector. Follow the directions on the pattern. Have fun exploring particle pollution in your community. Visit cleanairmakemore.com to explore other free educational resources, including online lessons, a virtual air pollution escape room, and so much more. For more information, contact Jenny Frank, Education Outreach Coordinator at jenny.frank@maricopa.gov. Thank you.